Eastside and Twin Springs coming up in the boys' title game here in a few moments from the Cumberland District Tournament here at the David J. Pryor Convocation Center. Girls game just wrapped up in their title game. Eastside beating J.I. Burton 50-36 as they get set for the Region 1D tournaments next week. Twin Springs and Eastside coming off wins last night. Twin Springs in the first semifinal beat Rye Cove 50-39. Twin Springs coming in tonight on a 6-game winning streak and winners of their 9 of their last 10. And also 11 of their last 13. Their only losses during that last 13-game stretch, both to Eastside. Once in Nicholsville, 50-1-43 on January 9th, and then once in Coburn on January 30th, 37-35. For Eastside, they went undefeated in the Cumberland District. They're 13-11 on the season for Patrick Dameron's squad. They've won their last 3 games, and when you look back over it for them, they have won now 11 of their last 12 as well. They've only lost 2 games in 2024. They lost at Ridgeview on January 3rd and at home to Lebanon on February 3rd to both Class 2 opponents there in the Wolves and the Pioneers. They beat Thomas Walker last night in their semifinal 60-49. So Eastside and Twin Springs getting set for this one. This was the title game a year ago. And what a classic it was. Coming down to the wire, Eastside looking for a win. It didn't matter again. Similar situations. This is all about pride in these games. Your region tournament slots already decided coming into this because of what happened in the past couple of days in this tournament. And that can maybe be talked about, maybe some of the issues in some of these district tournaments about their importance and whether or not they have enough importance to the postseason factor of the region tournament in that way. But it came down to pride, and Eastside won on a buzzer beater in this title game a year ago. Caleb Lawson, the senior last year, now graduated with the buzzer beater. 2 different looking teams from last year to this year, but yet they're back here in this title game. Twin Springs, yet they didn't win the Cumberland District Tournament last year, actually either one of the last 2 seasons. They now, though, are the 2-time defending Region 1D champions. They didn't win the Cumberland District Tournament, yet they went on to win the region tournament there for the Titans and last season for Tyler Webb's squad. Twin Springs and Eastside is coming up here in the title game. We keep getting you set for the Spartans and the Titans in this championship as we continue. Also, we'll run through what's going on in the Region 1D tournament next week and the Region 2D tournaments as well as we get you set for the Cumberland District Boys Tournament title game coming up right after this on 93.5 WXM. Play 4 again. Basketball? Got a pretty performance tonight. Yeah. Championship game for the Cumberland District Boys title game coming up, as it is Twin Springs and Eastside in mere moments here from the David J. Pryor Convocation Center. Twin Springs 14-9 on the season, Eastside 13-11. Let's look at what will be for the Region 1D Boys tournaments next week. Patrick Henry and Twin Valley will play in the play-in game Monday night. That game will be at Patrick Henry in that one. Winner will get Eastside on Tuesday night. In the other game in that first round of the top half of the bracket, Hurley will travel to Chilhowie. Then in the bottom half of the bracket, Twin Springs will travel to Honaker and Thomas Walker will travel to Grundy. Semifinals will be Thursday night, 7 o'clock there for the first semifinal, which will be the one that Eastside will play in if they make it there Thursday night. And then the other semifinal, which would be the one Twin Springs or Thomas Walker, if either one of them made it there, would play, and it'll be at 8:30 Thursday evening. Championship game for the Region 1D boys next Saturday at 3:30 back here at the David J. Pryor Convocation Center. A couple of scoring updates from around the area. At the end of the third quarter, Virginia High 42, Graham 29. That's the Southwest District Girls Championship game. That's already decided who will be the ones and the twos, but the championship's still on the line there between the Bearcats and the G Women there in that one, and Bristol at Virginia High for that tournament there for the Southwest District. Earlier today, Thomas Walker beat Rock Cove. Rock Cove beat Thomas Walker in the girls' third place game 41-22 to send the Eagles to the postseason and the Pioneer season. It was the inverse in the third place game for the boys, though. It was Thomas Walker over Rock Cove, 52-47 in boys action. Thomas Walker now goes to the Region 1D tournament. Rock Cove's boys season comes to a close in the third place game there on earlier tonight here in Wise here at the Pryor Center. So everything else in Region 1D was already decided prior to the day, so the brackets are set and we're now ready to roll for the Region 1D tournament, beginning with the playing games on Monday night. On the girls' side, Council at Chilhowie. On the boys' side, Twin Valley at Patrick Henry. Both of those winners will get Eastside and girls and Eastside and boys coming up next week on Tuesday there, whether in Coburn or here in Wise. So it is Twin Springs and Eastside coming up. Let's do Region 2D before we get to this game here in just a moment. Region 2D girls next week. They get started, I believe, on Tuesday. Richlands will be at Central. Gate City will be at Graham. Then you'll have Marion at Ridgeview and Union at Virginia High in the first round of the girls tournament there in Region 2D. Those last two games to the bottom half of the bracket, first two games to the top half. Semifinals and championship will be at Central High School in Norton. Scheduled to be at least. Region 2D boys. Marion will travel to Gate City. Central will travel to Graham. That's the top half of the bracket there in Region 2D boys. Bottom half of the bracket, Lebanon at Union and Ridgeview at Virginia High. So it is the same 8 teams, just differences of, actually one change there. Lebanon's girls, no, which one is it here? Yeah, Lebanon's girls are not in the Region 2D bracket. Richlands is. Richlands boys are not in there. So that's the only change there between the two districts, or the two districts there for Region 2D on the boys and the girls side. Semifinals and championship for the Region 2D boys will be at Gate City. So that is what is there for that side of it all. Twin Springs and Eastside, though, coming up here in moments. We get you set for starting lineups as well as tip-off of this one when we come back, as the Titans and the Eastside already played twice this season. Eastside winning them both, once in Nicholsville, once in Coburn. Now the time here in Wise for the Cumberland District title coming up here in moments, right here on 93.5 WAXO. One more scoring update from around the region before we get into this game here. At the end of the first quarter in the Mountain District Girls Tournament Championship game just down the road in Norton, Central 21, Ridgeview 11 there after one. Emma McCamus with already 11 points for Central. So you can say it's Emma McCamus 11, Ridgeview 11, but it's also Central 21, Ridgeview 11 after one there in that part of the Mountain District Tournament there on the girls' side, their championship tonight. We do have a couple of game times for you in the Region 2D tournament as well. Gate City's boys will host Marion Tuesday night at 6:30. That's Tuesday at 6:30 at Gate City. For the Gate City girls, they will travel to Graham Middle School on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. So there are the game times there for that.
For your boys, Cumberland District 2024 Championship Contest.
We get set for the starting lineup to the night for Twin Springs and Eastside now in this Cumberland District Boys Tournament title game. Twin Springs in the road red, Twin Springs in white with a blue outline across the chest. Same thing for the numerals on the front and the back as well. For Eastside, they're in the home white. Spartans in a green cursive script across the chest for a black outline around the numerals and the lettering on the front and the back of the jersey. Twin Springs' starters will be the 6'3" senior forward, number 1, Abel Dingus. Number 2, 6'1" junior guard, Jacoby Dunn. 6'2", sophomore forward, number 3, Clay Ross. 6 foot senior guard, number 12, Colton Kilgore. And 6'5", senior forward, number 30, Connor Hughes. For Eastside, their starters, 6 foot junior guard, number 0, Will Johnson. 5'11" junior guard, number 1, Peyton Atkins. 5'10" senior guard, number 2, Ben Sutherland. 6'2" senior forward, number 5, Nathan Fields. And 6'3" junior forward, number 22, Gabe Raymond.
Let's get to the starting lineups. First, for the Titans of Twin Springs. Starting it forward, number 1, Abel Dingus. Starting at guard, number 2, Jacoby Dunn. Starting it forward, number 3, Clay Ross. Starting at guard, number 12, Colton Kilgore. And starting it forward, number 30, Connor Hughes. Shannon Boy and Jared Stapleton are your assistant coaches. The head coach, Mr. Tyler Webb. Twin Springs Titan fans, make some noise! And now, the starters for the Spartans of Eastside. Starting for the Spartans, it's going to be 0 guard Will Johnson. Also starting at guard, number 1, Peyton Atkins. Starting at guard, number 2, Ben Sutherland. Starting at guard, number 5, Nathan Fields. And starting it forward, number 22, Gabe Raymond. Jared Coffey, Allison Sutherland, Wes Sherry, J.R. Kilgore, and Colin Sturgill. Those are your assistant coaches. The head coach, Mr. Patrick Cameron. Spartan fans, make some noise!
Eastside going right to left on your radio dial. Listen to the Cumberland District Tournament boys title game right here on 93.5 WBXM. Jacob Townsend here with you tonight. Hughes in the mid-circle for Twin Springs. Raymond in the mid-circle for Eastside as we get set to get this one tipped off. And we just need the ball as it was still sitting at the scores table over there on the far side. Johnny Poole ready to toss this ball up into the air. Raymond into the backcourt, battle for it, and is taken by Clay Ross for Twin Springs. Ross over on the far left wing, now the Dunn. Dunn in the lane of the hoop, the right hand, lays up too strong. Rebound Atkins for Eastside. Out to the left wing to Johnson. Johnson into the left block, back out to Atkins, left wing. Top of the key is Sutherland. 7:45 to play here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Gabe Raymond, right wing, over to Fields on the far side. Fields now, back over to Atkins. Left wing Johnson. Johnson finds Sutherland, top of the key. Sutherland to the left elbow. Bounce past to Johnson, short left corner. Johnson at the left wing. Johnson, left elbow, pulls it back out to Atkins, deep on the right wing. Now back over on the left wing to Sutherland. Sutherland, top of the key, Fields. Fields finds right wing Raymond. Now Atkins. Atkins into the lane. Back over to Raymond. Short right corner jumper. Good for Gabe Raymond to put Eastside on the board first. Eastside leading at 2-0. 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. As they take the early lead thanks to the Raymond bucket. Inside Dingus going to Ross on the right block. Now at the Dunn left corner for a three. Rims out, but rebound Hughes. Back up and in. As we're all tied up now at 2. 6:45 played in the first quarter. Will Johnson quickly down the floor. Lays up on the left side, but too strong. And rebound goes to Hughes for Twin Springs. 6:35 to play in the first quarter. Kilgore brings it down the floor now for Twin Springs. Over to Ross on the near right wing. Ross drives left elbow. Back out to Kilgore, left wing. Kilgore right elbow. Kilgore looks out in the left wing to Dingus. Dingus in the short left corner goes to Ross. Ross drives into the field. Now back to Dunn, left wing. Dunn to the right elbow. To the right corner, Kilgore. 4-3 in the lead. Got it! Colton Kilgore nails that one as Kilgore gets his first points of the game. We got a travel on the far side. This time Raymond as Eastside turns it right back over to Twin Springs. 6:05 to play. It's now Twin Springs 5, Eastside 2. Dunn goes back over here on the near side of Kilgore. Kilgore trying to get by Atkins on the far side. Now it's to go on the left wing to Dingus. Dingus to the top of the key now to Dunn. Dunn at the left wing, guarded by Sutherland. Hands off now to Ross. Ross goes to Kilgore, right elbow. Out left wing to Dunn, and Sutherland steals it away. Ben Sutherland on the far side to the left block. He goes to Johnson, up with the left hand. No, gets it on rebound, back up again and in over Dingus. Will Johnson gets it up and in. It's now Twin Springs 5, Eastside 4. 5.5 to play. Kilgore right elbow to the right corner. This will be Ross. Left hand, waist tie out in the right wing now to Dingus. Dingus trying to get into the lane on Sutherland. Now it'll be Johnson guarding him. Out to Ross, short right corner, guarded there by Fields. To Dunn in the near right. Driving baseline on Fields. Spins right block, up with the right hand. Rattles off. Rebound Atkins on the far side for Eastside. 5:05 left in the first quarter. It's Twin Springs 5, Eastside 4. Fields in the right corner to Raymond. Raymond, left hand, waist high dribble. Pulls it back on the right wing. Raymond back over to Sutherland. Sutherland guarded there by Dunn. To the right elbow. Steps it back over to Johnson. In the short right corner will be Raymond. Raymond to Johnson. To Atkins. Now Sutherland left wing. Left corner Fields. Fields up with the right hand. Short off the rim. Wouldn't get it to fall. And Dingus gets the rebound. Dunn on the right wing. Now drives right elbow. Pulls it back out top. The key to Kilgore. Kilgore. Left hand waist high dribble. Drives in the lane to the right block. Lays it up and in. As Colton Kilgore now has 5. And Twin Springs leads to 7-4. Near side Johnson hoop the right hand. Short again. He's 1 for 3 inside that lane. Outlet pass up the near side. The Dunn is wide of him and back over to Eastside. Sutherland brings it across half court now. Left hand waist high dribble. 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. It's Twin Springs 7. Eastside 4, Atkins right corner through the tight, short off the rim. Rebound Dingus for Twin Springs. 3:55 to play. Ross to the near right corner to Dunn. Dunn backing in the lane on Sutherland. Trying to pump fake, get by somebody, can't. Goes top of the key now out to Kilgore. Left wing, Dunn inside. Pass deflected by Raymond, but it finds Ross on the far left corner. Back to Kilgore, near right corner, driving baseline, double teamed. Back with the Dingus, right elbow extended jumper, good for Abel Dingus. It's now 9-4, Twin Springs leads. 3.5 left in the first quarter. Sutherland has on the far side. Top of the key Fields. Fields. Goes back over on the far right wing to Raymond. Raymond looking for help. Can't find anybody right now. Now goes to the near left wing to Adkins. Adkins in the lane. Up at the right hand and blocked by Ross, but a foul is called. Foul will be on number 1, Abel Dingus. That's his first. It'll be in the act of shooting, so Adkins will go to the line. Dingus is first, team first. Adkins at the line for 2 shots. The junior hasn't scored yet tonight. Now he has, as he makes the first. .308 left here in the first quarter. So now Twin Springs 9, Eastside 5. Second shot by Adkins off the left side of the rim. Rebound Hughes. Kilgore will bring up the floor. Kilgore, right hand waist high dribble. Hands it off down to Dingus. Dingus in between the circles, guarded there by Johnson. Clock inside, 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Out the Dunn on the near side, guarded closely by Sutherland. Left hand waist high Dunn. Back out to Kilgore. Kilgore, right hand waist high dribble into the lane, off his shin and out of bounds. Back over to Eastside. 2:39 left in the first quarter. It's Twin Springs 9, Eastside 5. Sutherland will bring up the floor with the left hand waist high dribble. Gives way to Fields on the far side, back to Johnson. Now to Adkins in the near left corner. Johnson, top of the key, gets a screen from Raymond. Over to Sutherland, right wing. Back over on the near side of Adkins on the left side. Guarded by Kilgore. Top of the key, Sutherland. Ball to his right waist, drives in right elbow. Pulls it back out to Raymond. Raymond out the right elbow. Back over to Johnson in the far right corner. Johnson drives in out to Fields left wing. Left corner, Adkins for a 3. Short off the rim. Rebound Hughes for Twin Springs. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. It is Twin Springs 9, Eastside 5. Out to Ross on the near side. Drives in the lane, and an offensive foul is called. As he goes into the chest of Sutherland, he's called for the charge, and that foul will be on Ross. That is his first, team second. 1:56 left here in the first quarter. It's Twin Springs 9, Eastside 5. 2 subs for the Spartans. Chase Williams and Noah Hamilton in for Nathan Fields and Will Johnson. So it's now Hamilton, Sutherland, Atkins, Atkins, Raymond, and Williams on the floor for Eastside. Sutherland on the near side gets a screen here by Hamilton. To the right elbow. It goes into the corner to Williams for a 3. Short off the rim, but rebound tracked down by Kilgore now for Twin Springs. Out of pass to Dunn, left block. And he has the ball knocked away out of bounds by Sutherland. Sutherland tried to save it, but he was standing out of bounds on the baseline. 1:34 left in the first quarter. It's still Twin Springs 9, Eastside 5. Dunn inbounds on the far side, left wing Kilgore. Kilgore to the top of the key to Dingus. To the right wing, it's Dunn. Left hand, waist high dribble. Loses it and gets it back away from Sutherland. Dunn in the lane. Bounce pass to Dingus, top of the key to Kilgore, left wing. Kilgore driving in on Williams, left elbow. Kilgore in the lane, blocked by Hamilton, but a foul is called. That foul with Noah Hamilton is his first, team first. 1:18 left in the first quarter. Colton Kilgore go to the line for 2 shots. Patrick Dameron disagrees with that call. Thought Hamilton got all ball. Think he may have a case. Kilgore at the line for 2 shots. He's got 5. And he misses the first one here. One more for Kilgore at the line. Up and good. Kilgore now has 6 of Twin Springs' 10, and he'll exit the game for Julian Pascal. It's now Twin Springs 10, Eastside 5. 1:18 left in the first quarter. Atkins will bring up the floor. Atkins over on the far side to Williams. Left hand, waist high dribble. Back over left wing to Hamilton. Hamilton in the lane. Looking back out to Atkins on the left wing. Drives in left elbow. Splits defenders. Up with the right hand. Can't get the shot to go. And he's also called for a travel. Eastside thought they were going to draw a foul. Travel call is made there by Gary Wright on the far side. And turning it back over to Twin Springs. Substitution for Eastside after the turnover. James Gillenwater in for Peyton Atkins. 61 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Twin Springs 10, Eastside 5. Spartans in the full court, 2-2-1 press. Gillenwater and Williams at the top of it. Pascal inbounding. Gets it to Dunn. Has to go back to Pascal on the far side. Williams has him there. Clock inside a minute to Ross on the far side across half court. Guarded there by Raymond. He steps out of bounds. Great defense there by Gabe Raymond. Turning it back over to Twin Springs. It's turning it back over to Eastside with 53.4 seconds left in the first quarter. And now it's Tyler Webb talking to Cody Holmes on the far side, thinking that there was a foul on that far side by Raymond. No call, though. Eastside trails by 5, 10-5. Hamilton over to Raymond on the right block and blocked by Hughes from behind. Loose rebound found by Hamilton for Eastside in the far right corner. Clock inside 40 seconds. Hamilton right wing, 35 seconds. Out to Sutherland near midcourt to the right elbow. Now Hamilton right elbow. Looks over to Williams on a bounce pass. Williams drives in the lane of the right block. Loses it out of bounds though as he tries to go up to the hoop, and he turns it back over to Twin Springs. Yasir Hilton will come in for Eastside. 24.9 to play here in the first quarter. Hilton comes in for Sutherland. It's still Twin Springs 10, Eastside 5. Dunn over to Pascal on the far side to Ross. Ross, left hand waist high dribble. Bounces it back over to Pascal. Pascal on the near side. Gets by Gillenwater into the front court, 15 seconds. Now has it knocked away, it's loose on the floor. Raymond dives on it, it's loose on the far side of Williams, who loses it out of bounds and back over to Twin Springs. 8.8 seconds left now in the first. Titans still lead it by 5. Left wing is Pascal. To Dunn, 5 seconds, left elbow. Dunn, back over to Hughes, mid-range jumper, good! Right before the horn for Connor Hughes. To send Twin Springs to the second quarter, leading 12-5 over Eastside. After one, Twin Springs 12, Eastside 5, as you're listening to the Cumberland District Boys Tournament Championship on 93.5 WAXO. Twin Springs 12, Eastside 5 as we head to the second quarter of this Cumberland District Boys title game. Titans led by 6 points by Colton Kilgore, 4 by Connor Hughes, 2 by Abel Dingus. For Eastside, 2 points each for Gabe Raymond and Will Johnson, and 1 point for Peyton Atkins in the first quarter. Eastside will have it going left to right on your radio dial. On right to left on your radio dial, I should say. Noah Hamilton, Gillenwater, Hilton, Williams, and Raymond on the floor for the Spartans. Gillenwater in between the circles. To the left wing to Raymond. Raymond back over to Williams on the far side. Williams, right hand waist high dribble. Guarded there by Ross. Now the left wing to Raymond. Raymond goes inside of Hilton, left block. Hilton backing in on Hughes. Up with the right hand shot, short off the rim. Rebound taken by Dingus for Twin Springs. 7:35 left in the first half. Titans lead it by 7. Kilgore to Dunn, left wing. Now the left corner of the Ross, driving baseline. Guarded there by Raymond. Pulls it back out. Looking for Dunn's help. Can't find him. Now finds him on the left wing. Dunn, guarded there by Williams. Right-handed pass to Dingus on the near side. Now right elbow Hughes. Hughes back to Dingus, right corner. Now Kilgore in the near right wing, ball above his head. Chest high pass to Dingus in the right corner, driving baseline to the right block, and he's fouled. And Eastside pleading that he traveled, and no call was made. Foul be on Yasir Hilton. That will be his first, team first. 7:08 left down the first half. Abel Dingus at the line for 2 shots. First shot's up and good. Dingus now has 3. Twin Springs leads at 13-5. Ben Sutherland returns in the game for Eastside, in for Noah Hamilton. Dingus up and rattles home on the second one. He's got 4. Makes them both there. It's 14-5. Twin Springs leads over Eastside. 7:05 left in the second quarter. Sutherland near left wing, drives in left elbow. Out in the right wing to Williams. Williams a three, rattles out. Ball tipped out to Hilton. Now up the floor to Dunn on the right wing. Dunn in the near right corner. Looks inside, can't go anywhere. Now back out top of the key to Hughes. Left wing, this will be Kilgore. Kilgore looking inside and he travels. Turning over to Eastside. Two subs in the game for the Spartans. Nathan Fields and Will Johnson in. Gabe Raymond and Chase Williams out. 6:47 left in the first half. It's Twin Springs 14, Eastside 5. Sutherland goes over on the far side of Fields. Fields right wing, hands off now to Ben Sutherland. Guarded there by Dunn. Sutherland gets it, knocks away, and gets it back, and a foul is called on Dunn, getting his hand caught in the cookie jar. A foul on Dunn's his first, team first. 6:33 left here in the second quarter. Fields, Sutherland, Gillenwater, Hilton, and Johnson on the floor for Eastside. Gillenwater right wing. Top of the key, Johnson. Now to Fields on the left wing. Fields back over to Gillenwater on the right side. Gives word to Johnson, right elbow. Now in the left corner, it's Fields. Driving baseline. Up with the right hand off the glass. No. Rebound, Hilton on the right block. Hilton goes back up over the trees of the Titans and lays it in. You're still Hilton. Cuts the lead down to 14-7 for Twin Springs. 6:05 left in the half. Kilgore to the top of the key. Now in the right corner to Ross. Ross driving to the baseline. Back over on the right wing to Dingus. Dingus back out to Kilgore on the near side. To Dunn, left wing, thinks about a three, now a drive, left elbow. Ball poked away by Sutherland, loose on the floor. Johnson, Hughes there. Johnson has it, out, and he has it on the far side. Johnson drives into the right block over Kilgore, and a foul is called. It'll be a blocking foul on Colton Kilgore for not having possession on the right block. Johnson will go to the line for two shots. Kilgore picks up his first foul, team second. Will Johnson out the line for two shots with 5:40 left here in the first half. Johnson's first time at the line. He's got 2 points though. 5:40 left in the first half. It's Twin Springs 14, Eastside 7. Sub for the Spartans, Chase Williams into the game as Johnson makes the first. Gillenwater exits. It's 14-8. Johnson's second shot rattles home. He makes them both. He now has 4 points. It's 14-9. Near side Dunn. 5:35 to play. Kilgore, short right corner jumper, short off the rim. Rebound Johnson for Eastside. 5.5 left in the first half. Spartans trail by 5. Sutherland near side of the hoop, the right hand too strong. Rebound Kilgore for Twin Springs. Kilgore has it on the far side. Kilgore fouled by Williams in the backcourt. He thought he had a steal, but a foul is called. Williams picks up the foul, his first, team second. 5:19 left in the first half. Twin Springs 14, Eastside 9. Dingus, Kilgore, Ross, Dunn, and Hughes on the floor for the Titans. Kilgore top of the key, drives in near side, screen by Hughes. Kilgore right wing. Dunn to the top of the key. Dunn to the left elbow. Now on the left wing, this will be Ross, and he's fouled. Johnson bumps him. A foul on Will Johnson, his first, team third. Two subs for Eastside. Peyton Atkins and Gabe Raymond back in the game. Hilton out, as is Chase Williams. 5:02 to play here in the first half. It's Twin Springs 14, Eastside 9. Ross, now it's Dingus, inbounding into Kilgore. To Hughes at the left elbow. Hughes double teamed by Atkins and Fields. Now it's Ross top of the key. Right hand waist high dribble to the right wing. He goes to Dunn. Dunn in the lane to the right elbow. Top of the key, Kilgore. Back out left wing. It's Dingus. Inside left block. It's Ross. And has the ball ripped away by Johnson, and the foul's called. And Eastside and Patrick Damer, the head coach, cannot believe it. Johnson picks up his second, team fourth. 4:43 left here in the first half. Gillenwater comes in as Johnson exits with the two fouls. Dingus inbounding on the baseline. Dingus back out to Kilgore, top of the key. to Ross, left corner. Ross back up Kilgore. Now right wing Dunn. Dunn, ball to his left waist. Guarded there by Sutherland. High dribble. Takes it back over on the left wing to Dingus. Dingus 3, short off the rim. Rebound Raymond. 4.5 left in the first half. It's still Twin Springs 14, Eastside 9. Sutherland, right wing Adkins. Top the key now. Sutherland for a 3. Got it. Sutherland gets that one to rattle home. His first points of the first half. It's now Twin Springs 14, Eastside 12. 4:10 left in the second quarter. Dingus back over to Kilgore on the far side as he crosses half court to Hughes, top the key. Drives in the lane. Right hand floater. Too strong. Looking for a foul. Didn't get one. Fields gets the rebound. Now Sutherland near left wing. Sutherland, top the key Fields. Right wing Gillenwater. Right corner Adkins. Eastside trails by 2. Sutherland to the right wing to Adkins for a 3 in the lead. Short off the rim. Rebound taken there by Ross. 3:40 left in the first half. Ross drops in the chest of Raymond and a foul is called on Gabe Raymond. That'll be his first foul, team 5th. Twin Springs will go to the line as they're into the bonus with 3:38 left in the first half. Clay Ross will go to the line. As a team, Twin Springs is 3 out of 4. Ross hasn't scored yet tonight. First shot for Ross, so here's up and no good. Ross. Second shot, good. Ross is on the board. It's now 15-12, Twin Springs leads. 3.5 left here in the first half. Atkins brings across half court. Atkins, Sutherland, Fields, Raymond, and Gillenwater on the floor for Eastside. Right elbow. Atkins to the left corner, James Gillenwater. Now left wing Sutherland. Sutherland to the left elbow. Thinks about his jumper. Now we'll go left corner. Gillenwater for a 3 to tie it. He does. James Gillenwater ties the game at 15 with that three-pointer. 3:10 to play in the half. Kilgore drives in the chest, and Atkins is called for the foul. Blocking foul there on Eastside and Atkins. That's his first. And Twin Springs back to the line with Kilgore. He's 1 for 2 at the line of 6 points. Patrick Dameron still confirmed with the far official Gary Wright on that call. Kilgore's first shot here off the left side of the rim. 3:08 left in the half. Off the right side of the rim, missed again by Kilgore, but Dingus gets the rebound that he pushed off for. So Dingus is called for the foul. That's his second, team third. 3:06 left here in the first half. It remains tied at 15 for Eastside and Twin Springs. Atkins to the right elbow. Looking for help. Now top of the key, Fields. Fields to the left wing, Gillenwater. Gillenwater, right hand, waist-high dribble. Goes over to the far side now to Sutherland. Sutherland drives in the lane to Gillenwater. Gillenwater, left elbow to Raymond. Raymond, top of the key, Atkins. Atkins in the lane, looks for help, turnaround jumper. Rolls off the right side of the rim. Rebound tipped around, taken by Ross for Twin Springs. 2.5 left in the first half. It's Twin Springs 15, Eastside 15. Dingus brings it to the left elbow on the far side. Short left corner, Hughes. Hughes swings it to the near right wing to Ross. Ross down the right corner. This will be Dingus. Right elbow, Hughes. Back in the right corner, the Dingus. Left elbow, Kilgore. Kilgore has his hands in there with Raymond. It'll be a held ball, and the possession there will keep with Twin Springs on the near side. 2:16 left here in the first half. It remains tied at 15. Will Johnson comes into the game. He comes in for James Gillenwater. Dingus will inbound on the baseline. Dingus out to Hughes, top of the key, Kilgore. Near right wing, this will be done. Inside right block, Dingus right hand hook shot, good. Dingus now has 6. Lead back to Twin Springs 17-15. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Sutherland, right corner, Atkins. Atkins in the lane, goes to Raymond. Short left corner jumper to tie it, rattles home. Gabe Raymond now has 4. We're tied at 17. 1:50 left in the half. Kilgore, near side, Dingus. Back in the right corner, it's Ross. Ross trying to get by Raymond on the near side. Backs in right corner. Left corner, it's now Dunn. Dunn swings it back over to Kilgore, right wing. Drives in the lane, left-hand floater short. Gets his own rebound, but it goes off his hand to Hughes. Hughes has it knocked away and taken by Raymond for Eastside. 90 seconds left in the half. Sutherland in the lane, bounce pass to Atkins, right block, up with the right hand and in. Peyton Atkins gives Eastside the lead as he now has 3 points, 19-17. The first lead since 2-0. And an offensive foul for Ross on the near side as he drives into the chest of Nathan Fields. Ross called for the offensive foul, his second, team fourth. 1:17 left in the first half. It is 19-17. Eastside leads over Twin Springs. Ben Sutherland exits the game. Chase Williams comes in for him for Eastside. For Twin Springs, number 14, Brendan Weddle in the game for Clay Ross, who exits with 2 fouls. 1:17 left here in the first half. Eastside leads it by 2, 19-17. Near left wing is Johnson. Top of the key, Williams. Now on far right wing, Fields. Fields back over to Raymond. Top of the key, 1 minute left in the half. Raymond back over on the far side, Fields. Left hand, waist high dribble. Johnson in between the circles, 50 seconds. Back over to Raymond. Raymond hands off now to Fields. Fields drives in the right elbow, bounces it over to Atkins on the left wing. Atkins in the lane. He's on the floor now with the dribble. Has it taken away now by Dingus. 2 Spartans on the floor. Dingus, left elbow, back near right corner, short corner, long 2 for Kilgore, off the mark. Rebound tipped by Hughes, taken by Raymond for Eastside, 30 seconds. Atkins, right elbow, in the lane, right hand, off the glass and in. Peyton Atkins has 5. It's 21-17, Eastside leads. 20 seconds left in the half. Kilgore goes to Dingus in the backcourt. Back to Kilgore on the far side, 15 seconds across half court. Kilgore, back to Dingus near side, 10 seconds. Dingus picked up his dribble, right corner done, 7 seconds. Has the ball poked away out of bounds. Oh, offensive foul. Is this going to be just out of bounds off? No, it's going to be an offensive foul. Dunn into the chest of Raymond. That'll be Dunn's second foul. Team 5th. Offensive player control foul, though, so no foul shots here for Eastside. 5.6 seconds left in the half. 5 seconds for Sutherland near side. 3 seconds left wing, left corner. Johnson at the horn, short off the side of the backboard, and the first half comes to a close. It's Eastside 21, Twin Springs 17 as we head to the half. Twin Springs trailing now down by 4. We have a fan onto the floor here. He's going to be tossed. Can't be having this. As we got somebody on the floor. I actually had warned someone of this prior to the game. We got a sheriff's deputy coming after him onto the floor as he will be tossed out of here. His night is done. That's actually the exact sheriff's deputy I warned before the game that this was going to get testy. As he'll be asked to exit the premises as we head to halftime. It's Eastside 21, Twin Springs 17. Halftime show is coming up as we continue with the Cumberland District Tournament Boys Championship game on 93.5 WXM.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these Lady Titan cheerleaders. All right, now put your hands together for the Lady Spartan cheerleaders. All right, now put your hands together for those Lady Spartan cheerleaders. All right, now we're going to give away that 50-50 money, and it's a nice little pot of $169. All right, I'll leave you. I'm going to let you pull the number here. You get in with the number. Somebody said get a red one, and unfortunately he didn't. All right, that ticket number, it's an orange ticket. It's 101109. 101109er. Look around here. We got a winner. Come on down. We'll check your number and give you $169.
Will be Thursday night back here at the Pryor Center. First semifinal, which will be the one that Eastside will play in if they make it there, will be at 7 o'clock. Second semifinal, which will be the one that Twin Springs or Thomas Walker would play in if they make it, would be at 8:30. Championship game for the Region 1D boys will be 3:30 back here at the Pryor Center next Saturday. In the Region 1D girls tournament, it will get started Monday night with Council on the road at Chilhowie in their playing game. Winner of that one will take on Eastside on Tuesday night. Other first-round game in the top half of the bracket, Twin Valley at Rural Retreat. In the top half of the bracket. In the bottom half of the bracket, J.I. Burton travels to Honaker and Rye Cove travels to Grundy. Their semifinals will also be Thursday nights. The first game of the semifinal will be back here Thursday night at the Pryor Center at 4 o'clock. That'll be the one that Eastside will play in if they make it. In the bottom half of the bracket, which will be the one that J.I. Burton or Rye Cove would play in if they make it, will be at 5:30 back here at the Pryor Center Thursday night. Their championship for the Region 1D girls, Saturday at 2 o'clock back here at the David J. Pryor Convocation Center. Halftime score here in the Cumberland District Boys Tournament Championship, it is Eastside 21, Twin Springs 17. Second half coming up after this 2-minute break on 93.5 WAXM. Second half about to get started in the Cumberland District Boys Tournament Championship. Eastside leading Twin Springs 21-17. You're listening here on 93.5 WAXM. Jacob Townsend here with you. Sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Myers Exchange Bank, Family Drug Incorporated, Morgan McClure Chevrolet, Lonesome Pine Economy Drug, Village Pharmacy, Freedom Ford, Clayton Homes of Bristol, Pepsi, KDK Transports, My Town, Freedom Chevrolet, and DJ Truck Parts. The officials talking it over between the two teams at the moment before we get this second half started. After the way that first half ended with the fan entering the floor, not sure which fan he was for which team, though, as I have a feeling, but I'm not going to say it, as he came entering the floor and had to be escorted away from the premises at halftime. Now, as we get back to action in the second half, Ben Sutherland has it on left to right for Eastside here to open up the second half. Atkins has the top of the key to the near side to Will Johnson. Johnson goes to Sutherland, left elbow. Ball poked away, and Johnson tries to save it. My man, there you go. I got you, Will. As now he came running at me as the ball came out of bounds. Hopefully everybody caught a good picture of that. The shoulder, I think, is still going to the back corner there of the Pryor Center after that one. But either way, turning it over by Eastside back over the Twin Springs. Dunn, the right elbow drives in the lane and he draws a foul. That foul will be on number 22, Gabe Raymond. That will be his second foul, team first.
Fouls on number 22, Gabe Raymond. That's his.
And Dunn will go to the line for two shots. They say he was in the act of shooting. Jacoby Dunn, who didn't score in the first half for the junior, at the line here. As a team, Twin Springs was 4 out of 8 at the line, and he misses the first one here. Second shot by Dunn. Good. Dunn gets his first point of the night. It's now 21-18. Eastside leads. 7:25 left in the third quarter. Johnson, far left wing, drives in the lane, left block, and he has the ball knocked away, and the foul is called. Foul bill on Jacoby Dunn. That'll be his third, team first. 7:19 left in the third quarter. Atkins inbounding on the baseline. Atkins in between the circles, Raymond. Raymond in the lane to the near right corner, Atkins. Atkins out to the left wing to Fields, and he can't handle the pass. 7:13 to play here in the third. Turning it back over to Twin Springs. It's still Eastside 21, Twin Springs 18. Kilgore back over on the far side now to Ross. Ross, ball above his head, goes to Kilgore in between the circles. Kilgore drives in the lane, pulls it back out left wing. Over on the far side, Dunn. Dunn, ball to his right waist. Goes back over on the near left side of Kilgore. Kilgore back over to Dunn. Dunn finds Kilgore in the near left wing. Now the left corner, Ross. Ross back out to Kilgore, top of the key. Swings it back over to Dunn on the far side. Dunn, ball to his right waist. Goes to Dingus on the right elbow. Cannot get the shot to fall, and that rebound is taken on the far side by Ross. He dives out forward, and a timeout taken by Twin Springs head coach Tyler Webb. His first timeout taken of the game. It's just a 30. As with about 6 minutes left here in the third quarter, it's Eastside 21, Twin Springs 18. I think the entire gym still trying to recover from the situation going into the locker room there at the end of the first half with the fan on the floor. Seeing if the cop who had to take care of that situation came back in. He has. I'll ask him about that after the game. 21-18. Eastside leads it out of the timeout here for Twin Springs. They dove on the ball to retain possession. Dunn on the baseline. Inbounding with 6.5 left here in the third quarter. Goes up to Kilgore, top of the key. Back to Dunn, left wing. Drives in left elbow. Back over to Kilgore at the right elbow. In the right corner, it's Ross. Ross driving baseline. Out to Kilgore, right wing. Kilgore Inside Dingus, right block to Hughes at the left elbow extended. Backs in the left block, ball poked away by Sutherland. Hughes gets it back up the right hand of them. Connor Hughes gets that one to go. He's got 6. It's 21-20. And that ball's poked away now and out of bounds off Eastside and Johnson and back over to Twin Springs with 6:01 left in the third quarter. Ross, Kilgore, Dunn, Dingus, and Hughes. Kilgore back over top of the key. Hughes, right corner. This will be done for a 3. Rattles home and we're tied. Actually, Twin Springs take the lead. Dunn's now got 4. It's 23-21. Twin Springs leads it over Eastside. Johnson, right wing, back over to Atkins on the far side. Atkins bounce pass to Raymond on the near right wing. Raymond looks back over on the right wing to Johnson. Johnson, left wing, Fields. Top of the key, Johnson. Johnson, left elbow, up off the glass, too strong. Rebound taken by Hughes. Near left corner, this will be done. Inside Dingus. Dingus blocked by Raymond at the rim. Dingus saying it was fouled. Not quite.
James Gillenwater going to check in for the Spartans.
Gillenwater in the game now for Will Johnson for Eastside. 5:13 left in the third quarter. Twin Springs leads it by 2, 23-21. Inside Dingus, ball poked away by Sutherland. Ross comes out there at the left block and he's fouled. Foul will be on Eastside and number 5, Nathan Fields. That's Fields' first, team second. It was in the act of shooting, so Ross at the line. He is 1 for 2 in the game with just 1 point. First one here, though, is up and good. It's now 24-21 Twin Springs. They've outscored Eastside this third quarter, 7-0 in the first 3 minutes. Second shot by Ross, good. Ross now has 3 points. It's 25-21, Twin Springs leads. Fields, top of the key, goes back near side to Gillenwater. Gillenwater, ball to his right waist, drives in the lane, back out to Raymond. Raymond at the right elbow. Clock inside 5 minutes. Now Atkins, near side. Over to Gillenwater. To Sutherland, top of the key, back to Fields, right wing. Fields, bounce pass to Raymond, right elbow. Raymond splitting defenders, and he's fouled. Foul will be on number 1, Abel Dingus. That is his third foul, team second. Chase Williams will come in for Eastside as Peyton Atkins exits the game.
Team second, Chase Williams in for Eastside.
Gillenwater on the baseline. Out to Fields on the right wing. Fields with 4:40 left in the third quarter, and Eastside trailing by 4, 25-21. Raymond hounds off to Sutherland on the far left wing. Sutherland drives in on Dunn. Out to Raymond, near right corner jumper. Good for Gabe Raymond on the long 2. He's got 6. It's 25-23. 4:20 left here in the third quarter. Kilgore's ball batted away by Gillenwater. Fields comes out with it. Up to Sutherland. Far left wing, drives in the lane. To the short left corner, it's Raymond. Top the key, Fields. Fields out to Gillenwater. Now Williams in the right corner. Top the key, Raymond. Left wing, Sutherland. Sutherland drives in left elbow. Up with the right hand, wide right. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. It's 25-23. And Fields steals the pass for Eastside on the far side from Kilgore. Fields steps through the lane to Gillenwater. Near right corner 3. Short off the front rim. Rebound by Kilgore. Knocked out of bounds by Williams. It goes back over to Twin Springs. Peyton Atkins back in the game for Eastside in for Nathan Fields. 3:49 left in the third quarter. It's Twin Springs 25, Eastside 23. Kilgore back over to Dingus. Dingus with down on the far side, goes to Ross. Ross at the right block, lays it up and won't roll home. Rebound Gillenwater, and he's fouled. Ross hits him from behind, and Ross picks up his third foul, team third foul. 3:36 to play. Sutherland, Gillenwater, Atkins, Raymond, and Williams on the floor for Eastside. Screen for Raymond. Sutherland right elbow. To the right corner, it's Gillenwater. Back out to Sutherland on the near side. Sutherland to the right block, up off the glass, and in! Sutherland ties the game. He's got 5. It's 25 all. 3:10 left in the third. Williams knocks the ball away, almost Gillenwater had it, now it's Adkins. Now back to Williams, near right corner three, nothing but net for Chase Williams. The first three of the night for the freshman. Timeout, Twin Springs. 3:01 left here in the third quarter. It's 28-25. Eastside leads over Twin Springs. It's a full. We'll take it with them. Eastside 28, Twin Springs 25. It was an 8-0 run by Twin Springs. It's now been answered by a 7-0 run by the Spartans. 28-25, Eastside leads. 3:10 left here in the third quarter in the Cumberland District Boys Tournament Championship on 93.5 WAXL. It's 28-25. Eastside leads Twin Springs in the championship game of the Cumberland District Tournament Championship. I know I said championship twice. 3:01 left here in the third quarter. Dingus, Kilgore, Dunn, Hughes, and Ross on the floor for the Titans. Dingus in the backcourt has the ball knocked away by Gillenwater, and then Gillenwater is fouled by Kilgore into the bench of Eastside. That foul by Kilgore will be his second foul, team fourth. 2:54 left here in the third quarter. Gillenwater inbound on the far side. Next foul by Twin Springs puts Eastside in the bonus. Williams in between the circles. Back over to Sutherland on the far side, leading by three. Gillenwater. Now top of the key, Sutherland. Near right wing, it's Adkins. Back over, Gillenwater. Inside of Raymond, left block to Gillenwater, left wing. Top of the key, it's Sutherland. And it is tipped out of bounds by Kilgore. Back over to Eastside. Had some laundry on the floor. Chris Davis comes out and takes care of that. Nice work there, Chris. Been a long night. Gillenwater, top of the key, Sutherland. Right wing, Adkins. 2.5 left here in the third quarter. Eastside leads by 3. Adkins down the near side. Adkins, right corner, Williams, 4-3. Wide left. Rebound, Dingus. Ross on the far side travels at midcourt. Turning it right back over to Eastside of 2:20 to play. It remains Eastside 28, Twin Springs 25. 2:20 to play in the third quarter. Sutherland, Gillenwater, Adkins, Williams, and Raymond on the floor for the Spartans. Sutherland to the right wing to Gillenwater. Right corner, Williams for a 3, nails it. Williams knocks that one down, he's got 6. Back-to-back threes for him. It's 31-25, Eastside leads. And a blocking foul on the Spartans at midcourt as Kilgore runs into the chest of Raymond. Chase Williams picks up his second foul, team third. 1:59 left in the third quarter. It's Eastside 31, Twin Springs 25. Dunn, near left wing, left elbow, ball poked away from behind by Gillenwater. Adkins, left elbow, out in the left corner to Gillenwater, left wing, Sutherland for a 3, off the back rim, rebound Dunn for Twin Springs. 1:45 left in the third quarter. Twin Springs leads it by 6. Dunn at midcourt, brings across half court to the left wing, trying to get by Williams. In the lane, ball deflected by Sutherland, stolen by Raymond. We got a foul now on Twin Springs and Connor Hughes.
Number 30, Connor Hughes. That'd be his first.
That's Hughes' first, team fifth.
That is the team's fifth.
So Eastside will go to the line for 2 shots. 1:34 left here in the third quarter. It'll be Gabe Raymond at the line. As a team, Eastside's 3 out of 4 at the line. Raymond tonight's got 6 points. Eastside leads it by 6, 31-25. They're now on an 8-0 run. I beg your pardon, make it a 10-0 run. Make it an 11-0 run now as Raymond gets that one and makes him have 7 points in the night. Second shot by Raymond. Up and off the back rim. Rebound Hughes. So it remains 32-25, Eastside over Twin Springs. 1:25 left here in the third quarter. Dingus over to Kilgore on the near side. Kilgore left elbow. Inside Dingus, right block, up and in. Dingus now has 8. It's 32-27. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Gillenwater in the near right wing, top to Keith Sutherland. Left corner, Williams, 4-3, nails it, and he's got a third one. Williams now has 9 for the freshman. It is 35-27, Eastside leads it. 55 seconds left in the third. Pass by Kilgore is knocked out of bounds by Sutherland. It remains with Twin Springs on the near side. Inside Hughes, left elbow jumper, off the back rim. Rebound Atkins, 50 seconds left in the third for Eastside, leading by 8. Atkins, left corner Williams, driving in the lane. Out to Gillenwater, high pass, near right corner 3 though. Good for James Gillenwater. He's now got a second 3 in the game. And Eastside leads by 11, 38-27, 35 seconds left in the third. Kilgore, left-hand floater, wide right. 30 seconds left in the third. Rebound Sutherland, left wing Atkins. 25 seconds. Sutherland top the key to Gillenwater on the near right wing. Now, mid-circle, Sutherland, 20 seconds. Back over to the far side, Atkins, 15 seconds to the near right wing, Gillenwater. Down to 12 seconds, guarded there by Kilgore. Gillenwater nearly loses it, and he does. Double dribble. 10.8 left here in the third quarter. Twin Springs gets it back, trailing by 11, no to Eastside, 38-27. Ross gets into Kilgore, 10 seconds, far side, gets by Williams, right wing 7 seconds, now 5 seconds, out to Hughes, left elbow, left corner done, 2 seconds, 4-3, off the mark, too strong, rebound Sutherland, and his heave was be late. Twin Springs open up the second half on an 8-0 run. Then Eastside closes the third quarter on what was a 15-2 run. We're taking an 11-point lead over Twin Springs to the fourth quarter. It's Twin Springs trailing Eastside. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 27. Fourth quarter coming up in the Cumberland District Tournament Championship game on the boys' side on 93.5 WXM. We head to the fourth quarter of the Cumberland District Boys Tournament Championship game as it is Eastside 38, Twin Springs 27. As the Spartans went on to outscore Twin Springs that third quarter 17-10. Eastside shot 54.5% from the floor while Twin Springs shot 33.3% from the floor in that quarter. Leading scorer in the game was Chase Williams for Eastside with 9 points, 3 threes. Leading the way for Twin Springs is Abel Dingus with 8. Twin Springs has it going right to left in your dial. Kilgore, Dingus, Hughes, Ross, and Dunn on the floor. Far right wing it's Kilgore to Hughes. Hughes, pass deflected now by Gillenwater, and it is over there with Atkins, and a foul is called. I think it's going to be on Atkins. No, it's going to be on Raymond, bumping Ross down to the floor. Raymond picks up his third, team first. I see we have a reporter still on the floor. Somebody should probably ask him to get off, but as we know that one probably won't. Ross at the right elbow, left hand, and a foul is called again. Ross is fouled this time by Atkins. I did recommend at the beginning of the game that Alan Gregory and that reporter sing Islands in the stream afterwards. We'll see if it happens. 7:41 to play. Ross goes to the line for 2 shots. First shot is up, and it is good. 4 out of 5. It's now 38-28. Last foul was on Atkins. That was his second, team second. Second shot by Ross is off the mark. He now has 4 points in the game, though. 7:35 to play. The near right wing is Raymond. Raymond hands off to Sutherland. Sutherland, right hand waist high dribble, goes back over to Gillenwater on the far side. Gillenwater, near right wing Raymond. Raymond working inside, now back over to Atkins, near right wing, 7:15 to play. They lead by 10, 38-28 to Eastside. Raymond to the right elbow. Back over to Gillenwater. Now top of the key, Atkins. Atkins with Sutherland. To the right elbow, ball poked away. Sutherland loses it and is taken away now by Dingus. Dingus on the far side, bumped and fouled by Williams. Eastside asking for an offensive foul. It won't be, it'll be defensive. It'll be on Williams. That is his third, team third.
Chase Williams, that's his third, team's third.
6:56 to play. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 28. Right wing Dunn, short right corner to the right elbow. It is going to be Ross. Back out to Dunn, right wing three. Too strong. Rebound tracked down by Gillenwater on the near side for Eastside. 6:45 to play. Sutherland to the left wing to Atkins. Left corner. It will be Williams to hit the right hand. The floater too strong. He hit the deck, no call. Rebound Dingus. Dingus gets it for Ross. Now over to Kilgore on the far side. He can't handle the pass, too high for him. And back over to Eastside with 6:32 to play. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 28. Sutherland brings it up on the near side. Sutherland right wing to the right corner. This will be Raymond. Sutherland in the lane. As the ball poked away from a moment, gets it back to Raymond. Short right corner jumper, short off the rim. Rebound battle for it, taken by Ross. Now Kilgore has it on the far side. Kilgore battling with Williams in the right corner, driving baseline with Gillenwater now. Kilgore out to Ross. Pass deflected by Williams into the backcourt, and Dunn finds it. Dunn to the top of the key. Back over to Ross, right wing. Ross to Kilgore, right corner. Clock inside 6 minutes to play. Twin Springs trails by 10. Hughes to the left elbow. In the left corner, it's Ross for a three. Rattles out. Rebound, Dingus back up and in with the foul.
And count it.
Dingus gets that one to go. He now has 10 points. Patrick Dameron asking how that foul's on Eastside, but it is. Oh, wait a second. Boots is changing the call here. They're going to say the bucket counts for Dingus, but the foul was on Twin Springs, and Tyler Webb just put his face in his hands. Bucket counts. Bucket counts.
Bucket is good.
38-30.
Foul on number one.
So Abel Dingus gets the bucket and the foul. That's called the double-double on, or daily double, at least on Jeopardy. So Dingus now picks up his fourth personal foul. Team's first. 5:45 to play. Top of the key, Sutherland, near right wing, it's going to be to Fields. 5:35 to play. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 30. It's been a wacky night at the Pryor Center. It always is in this one. Atkins inside of Fields, and that's to nobody actually. As he goes out of bounds, back over to Twin Springs. 5:27 to play. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 30. Hughes back over on the far side now to Dunn. Dunn, right wing, fouled. No. Wow. Oh dear. It looked like Dunn was fouled on the far side. They don't call it. Now they say he steps out of bounds, turning it back over to Eastside. 5:15 to play. We continue. Eastside leading by 8. Both coaches have been, shall we say, unpleased this evening. Fields in between the circles to Johnson. Johnson back over on the far side. Ross knocks it out of bounds. It remains on Eastside. Gillenwater comes in the game for Peyton Atkins for Eastside. 5:01 to play. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 30. Williams will inbound on the far side of Fields. Williams, Fields, Sutherland, Gillenwater, and Williams on the floor. Williams near right corner. Back out to Johnson. Now Sutherland has it on the far side. Sutherland over to Gillenwater, left wing. Gillenwater goes back to Williams in between the circles. Williams in the lane to the right block, up and too strong. Rebound taken now by Ross. Ross on the right wing, drives in the lane and has the ball poked away from behind by Williams. And they're going to say, out of bounds off of Twin Springs, back over to Eastside now. And now they talk it over. Johnny Poole and Cody Holmes They get it right. It remains Twin Springs ball on the baseline. I think that time probably Tyler Webb was probably in a technical foul if they didn't change that one. Dingus inside the lane. Right hand hook shot off the glass, wide left. Didn't matter. Rebound Sutherland, 4.5 to play. Sutherland to Gillenwater, right wing. Eastside leads at 38-30. Sutherland in the lane, right elbow. Back in the near right corner to Johnson. Back over on the far side, Williams. Now it's near side, Will Johnson. Gives way to Fields. 4:10 to play. Sutherland driving in on Dunn. Dunn left wing. Makes Sutherland go to Gillenwater in the left corner. Gillenwater gets by Kilgore and a foul is called. Foul on Colton Kilgore. That'll be his third.
12, Colton Kilgore, that's his third.
Team second.
Team second.
3:59 to play here in the fourth quarter. Eastside still leads 38-30. Adkins back in the game for Chase Williams for Eastside. Fields gets in, he's fouled by Hughes on the inbound. Hughes bumps him into the back. Hughes picks up his second, team fourth. Oh, excuse me, team third, I beg your pardon. Williams goes into Fields. Fields in between the circles, right hand waist high. Guarded there by Hughes. Drives in left elbow to the left block, and an offensive foul is called on Nathan Fields as he goes into the chest of Abel Dingus. Fields picks up his second foul, team fourth. 3:49 to play. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 30. Dingus on the far side, back over on the near left side to Dunn. Dunn on the far side now to Dingus. Dingus, right hand waist high, drives in, right elbow extended into the right block. This will be Kilgore up to the left hand and in. Timeout, Twin Springs. Kilgore now has 8. Twin Springs has 2 timeouts left. It's 38-32. Eastside leads Twin Springs. It is a full. We'll take it with it. 3:30 to play. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 32. Titans outscoring the Spartans 6-0 here in the fourth quarter and have cut the lead down to 6 as we continue. It is Eastside 38, Twin Springs 32. You're listening on 93.5 WAXM. To play here in Wise at the Cumberland District Boys Tournament Championship. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 32. Oh, down the road in Norton, it was the Mountain District Girls title game tonight. Central defeats Ridgeview 59-47. Fields inbounds into Sutherland here for Eastside in the full court press offered by the Titans. Sutherland goes in the far left corner to Gillenwater. Gillenwater out to Adkins on the near side. Adkins, Sutherland, Gillenwater, Johnson and Fields on the floor for the Spartans. Sutherland, right elbow in the lane, dumps it off the Fields, and he's called for an offensive foul. As Sutherland will pick up that one, that'll be team foul number 5. Sutherland will pick up his first foul.
Foul's going to be foul number 2. David Sutherland, that's his first, the team's 5th.
So that is not a shooting foul, though, now for Twin Springs, other than the bonus gets the player control foul. But Twin Springs does have the ball now, down by 6, 3:10 to play. Johnson steals it from Hughes. Johnson 3-on-1 to the hoop, the left hand. No, rebound Dingus. Dingus has it now for Twin Springs, and we got an injury here for Eastside as Johnson came down what looks maybe a left leg cramp for the Spartans. He'll exit the game. Nathan Fields will come in for him. 3:01 to play. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 32. Making sure everything's good. There are now. Full court press, 2-2-1 offered by Eastside. Dingus, Kilgore, Dunn, Ross, and Hughes on the floor for Twin Springs. Dingus in the backcourt. Ball poked away by Sutherland. Sutherland tries to save it, and it goes out of bounds. Patrick Dameron thought they got it back, but the official Johnny Poole disagrees. Over to Twin Springs. 2:53 to play. Dingus in the backcourt to Kilgore. Left hand, waist high. Gets across half court. Kilgore over to Dingus on the far side. Right wing. Dingus in the short right corner. Double teamed there by Sutherland and Adkins. Now lowers his shoulder into Adkins and is called for an easy foul. Easy offensive foul that time on Dingus. And that is his fifth. And that is Abel Dingus' fifth foul. His night is done.
That is his fifth. The team score.
2:40 to play. Dingus has to exit the game. Julian Pastor comes in for him. 2:40 on the clock. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 32.
Julian Pastor.
You knew it wasn't going to be boring tonight. Not for the entire night, at least. Fields into Sutherland. Sutherland at the left wing. Loses the ball out of bounds, and it goes back over to Twin Springs. Sutherland thought he was fouled, as does Patrick Dameron by Jacoby Dunn, but the officials say no. Back over to Twin Springs. Pascal inbounds it now on the near side of Kilgore. Kilgore, Pascal, Hughes, Ross, and Dunn on the floor. Kilgore to the left wing to Dunn. Twin Springs trails by 6, 38-32. Eastside still is yet to score here in the fourth quarter. Left wing Dunn. Dunn, right hand, waist high, bounces it over to Kilgore on the far side. Kilgore in the lane, left hand finger roll. No, but he is fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Foul will be on Adkins, his third. Twin Springs already into the bonus. Kilgore going back to the line where he's 1 for 4 today with 8 points. 2:16 on the clock. First shot for Kilgore. Up and in. It's 38-33. One more for Kilgore at the line. Up and off. Rebound Adkins for Eastside. It's 38-33. Eastside leads. 2:10 to play. Adkins in the lane. Pulls it back out on the far left side. He's looking for help. It'll be Sutherland. And a timeout actually by Patrick Dameron on the east side. It's a full. We'll take it with him. 2:06 to play. It's Eastside 38, Twin Springs 33. We'll be right back with 93.5 WAXL.
60-second timeout.
Eastside leads it over Twin Springs, 38-33 in this Cumberland District Tournament Boys Championship game. Remember, this game actually has no bearing on the region tournament. Eastside's already locked into the 1 seed out of the Cumberland. Twin Springs the 2 seed. Titans will travel to Honaker Tuesday nights. Eastside will host the winner of Patrick Henry Twin Valley on Tuesday nights. It doesn't matter. Trophy of the Cumberland District Tournament title on the line here tonight. And boy, is it tense. 2:06 to play. Eastside leading by 5, 38-33. Inbounding on the far side. Gillenwater into the backcourt to Sutherland. Top of the key. Sutherland guarded there by Dunn. Back over to Gillenwater on the far side. Left corner, Fields. Right hand, waist high dribble. Back out to Sutherland. Clock inside 2 minutes. Eastside still has not scored yet in the fourth quarter. They've been outscored 6-0. Fields to the near right corner to Gillenwater. Gillenwater right wing, almost loses the ball, but he gets it back now. And timeout, Eastside and head coach Patrick Dameron. With exactly 100 seconds to play. Eastside now has 3 timeouts left. Twin Springs has 2 timeouts left. 1:40 to play remains. Eastside 38, Twin Springs 33. The game has not been full of good basketball action, but it's been full of action. Got 100 seconds left in this one. We've had everything from a fan rushing onto the floor at halftime to argue with officials to being escorted out of the arena by Wise County Police, to both teams, coaches, and fans disagreeing with several calls here in the second half. And yes, we've had it to where we've now played 6 minutes and 20 seconds of the fourth quarter, and the leading team is yet to score in the fourth quarter, yet they still lead by 5. 38-33. Gillenwater in the fields, and the pass is deflected out of bounds by Ross here on the near side. It remains of Eastside. 1:39 to play. Gillenwater inbounds into Sutherland. Sutherland on the far side to the left elbow. Now back out to Raymond, left wing. Raymond gives way to Sutherland. Clock down to 90 seconds. Sutherland drives to the near right wing to Gillenwater. Right corner, Fields. Fields, left hand, waist high. Back over to Sutherland on the near side. 1:20 to play, and a foul is called. It'll be on Connor Hughes. Now it'll be Hughes' third personal foul. Team fifth, excuse me. So Ben Sutherland will go to the line for 2 shots. First time Sutherland's been there tonight. He's got 5 points. With 1:22 to play, Sutherland's first shot, up and in. And that is Eastside's first point of the fourth quarter, and they stretch the lead back to 6, 39-33. One more for Sutherland. In for the senior. He makes them both. He now has 7. It's 40-33. Eastside leads. Kilgore trying to break the press on the far side. 1:15. Gillenwater knocks the ball free and takes it away from Kilgore. Sutherland now has it in the backcourt, and he's fouled by Ross with 1:10 to play. Ross picks up his 4th personal foul. And Sutherland will go back to the line for 2 more shots, where he just made 2 just 12 seconds ago. Sutherland's first shot is up, and it is good. Now 3 for 3 at the line. He's got 8 points. Second shot by Sutherland in as well. He's got 9 now. It's 42-33. Eastside leads. 1:05 to play. Kilgore on the far side. Gets across half court to Hughes, top the key. To Ross in the far right wing. Clock inside a minute. Fires a long 3. Short off the rim. Gets his own rebound, no right elbow. Mid-range jumper, good. Timeout, Twin Springs. Ross gets his first field goal. He now has 6 points. It's 42-35. Eastside leads Twin Springs. It's a full. We'll take it with them. 52.7 seconds to play. It's Eastside 42, Twin Springs 35. We'll be right back on 93.5 WBXM. .7 seconds to play in the Cumberland District Boys Tournament Championship. It's Eastside 42, Twin Springs 35. It'll be Eastside ball to the timeout by the Titans. Twin Springs has 1 timeout remaining. Eastside has 3 timeouts remaining. Both teams already in a bonus. Gillenwater inbound. Looking in, trying to find somebody. Goes to Sutherland on the far side. Drives up on the far left side of the floor. Gets by Pascal to the left elbow. Pascal going to slow it now. Sutherland going to slow it down so he's able to get by Pascal and Weddle, and is finally fouled with 46.1 to play. Foul will be on Colton Kilgore. That is his 4th. Sutherland back at the line where he has already been 4 for 4. First shot here is up, and it is good. Now 5 for 5. And he is the first player for Eastside in the double figures, as he now has 10. 46.1 to play. Second shot by Sutherland rattles out. Misses his first one tonight. 5 out of 6 now. It's an 8-point game. Oh, and Weddle loses it out of bounds on the far side. Back over to Eastside. 42 seconds exactly to play. Fields inbounds into Sutherland. Sutherland caught in the backcourt and he's fouled. If it's on Kilgore, he's done. And it is. That's Colton Kilgore's 5th foul. With 39.6 seconds to play. (43-35), Eastside leads. Colton Kilgore's night comes to a close. Julian Pascal back in the game for him. Sutherland makes the first. He's now up to 11 points. Second shot by Sutherland, good as well. Far side, done in the lane. 30 seconds, mid-range jumper too strong. Put back by Ross in. 25 seconds to play. Ross now has 8, and we have a foul by Weddle on the far side of Sutherland. It's now Eastside 45, Twin Springs 37, 26 and a half seconds to play. Sutherland at the line. Sutherland, first shot is up, and it is good. He's now at 13 points. 8 out of 9 at the line. Make it 9 out of 10. That's 14 points on the night. Oh, Boots. You all right, Boots? That was right into the crowd, Mike. What a sound that was. Here on the near side, it was on the inbounds, got knocked out of bounds, and so did Boots. The near official, Gary Wright. Allen, you okay? You all right, Allen? Good. Ross drives in the lane now and is fouled by Eastside with 18.1 to play.
James Gilmore, that's his first. Clay Ross,
47-37, Eastside leads. Ross now at the line. Foul was on Gillenwater, that was his first. Ross makes the first one as well. Second shot by Ross, missed, but also a lane violation. So it's now 47-38, Eastside leads, 18.1 to play. Sutherland inbounds it. We have another foul. Can he get across half court? Yes, left wing, 12 seconds. Twin Springs let him run out the clock here. 10 seconds to play. Eastside leads it by 9, 47-38. 3 seconds. And Ben Sutherland's clutch free throws down the stretch are the difference. Eastside doesn't even make a free throw. Doesn't even make a field goal in the fourth quarter, yet is able to pull out the win. Final score, 47-38. Eastside over Twin Springs. That is your final score. Postgame is coming up as Eastside takes the Cumberland District Tournament title as they defeat Twin Springs by 9, 47-38. Postgame is coming up as you're listening on 93.5 WAXM.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you direct your attention to midcourt, principal of Twin Springs High School, Mr. Jordan Mullins, to present the tournament runner-up trophy to the Twin Springs Titans. For you Titan fans, Twin Springs will now travel to Honaker on Tuesday night. Time to be announced at a later date and time. You will play at Honaker on Tuesday night. Ladies and gentlemen, again, a big round of applause for the Titans for a great 2024 season as they head into regional play. Now, ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to center court, Principal of Eastside High School, Mr. Brian Crutchfield, to present the regular season and tournament championships to the Eastside Spartans. Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder for the Spartan fans, Eastside will play the winner of Patrick Henry and Twin Valley. That game being played Monday night at 7 p.m. at PH. The winner plays Eastside on Tuesday. Again, time to be announced at a later date and time. But again, Spartan fans, you will host the winner of Patrick Henry and Twin Valley.
Monday night. Winner of that game will play Eastside on Tuesday. Also in the top half of the bracket on Tuesday, Twin Valley will travel to Rural Retreat. And then in the bottom half of the bracket, J.I. Burton travels to Honaker and Rye Cove travels to Grundy. In the semifinals, they will play here on Thursday as well, 4 o'clock and 5:30. Region 1D Girls Championship, 2 o'clock on Saturday.
In the building. Braden McCoy.
For the Region 2D girls, we'll tell you this as well. Central will host Richlands on Wednesday night. Gate City will travel to Graham on Wednesday night. It's Ridgeview hosting Marion Wednesday night, and Union traveling to Virginia High Wednesday night in the Region 2D girls tournament. And then in the Region 2D boys tournament on Tuesday night, Marion travels to Gate City. Marion travels to Gate City. Central travels to Graham. Lebanon travels to Union, and Ridgeview travels to Virginia High. That is all on Tuesday night there in the Region 2D Boys Tournament first round. So there's your updated tournament outlook there for next week, both Region 1D and Region 2D on both the boys and the girls' sides. Today here at the Pryor Center, though, in the first championship game of the day, it was Eastside over J.I. Burton, 50-36 in the girls' championship. And in the boys' championship, it's Eastside over Twin Springs, 47-38. Eastside doesn't even have to make a field goal in the fourth quarter. They were 0 for 3 from the floor in the fourth, but 9 for 10 at the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the Eastside Spartans
everyone back in the WAXM
for
studios for producing and directing the broadcast back tonight in Norton. Eastside, congratulations. You're the Cumberland District regular season and tournament champions for both the boys and the girls. Get set for Region 1D tournament coming up next week. Stay tuned to 93.5 WAXM for what our broadcasts will be during the region tournaments next week as well. We'll keep you updated on that as for what the outlooks all look like there for next week on both the boys and the girls side of Region 1D and Region 2D. Once again, tonight in the girls' championship, it was Eastside over J.I. Burton, 50-36. In the boys' championship, Eastside over Twin Springs, 47-38. Your sponsors for tonight's broadcast were Myers Exchange Bank, Family Drug Incorporated, Morgan McClure Chevrolet, Lonesome Pine Economy Drug, Village Pharmacy, Freedom Ford, Clayton Homes of Bristol, Pepsi, KDK Transports, My Town, Freedom Chevrolet, and DJ Truck Parts. Final score again tonight in the girls' championship, Eastside over J.I. Burton, 50-36. Into the boys' championship, Eastside over Twin Springs, 47-38. We'll talk to you next week. As I'm Jacob Townsend from the Cumberland District Tournament at the David J. Pryor Convocation Center in Wise. You've been listening to high school basketball on 93.5 WAXM.